Are you ready?
How's it going, peeps? Just a little bit of rambling on today, I suppose. The Pistons went ahead and beat the Portland trailblazers without Blake Griffin. And that game was not pretty from the start. Both teams were cold. I mean, that may have been one of the worst shooting halves in NBA history. Like, I'm going to have to go back and I'm going to have to look at the stats. But even the bad boys who were there tonight, because it was bad boy night, most of those players said they'd never seen a game like that. That was really bad. Plus side, that was probably some of the best defense I've seen played in the NBA from both teams in a really long time. And the only way I think that happened was it was bad boy night. Both teams played hard. Both teams missed some pretty easy shots. But at the end of the day, the Pistons pulled through. Another huge game from Andre Drummond. And this is what we've come to expect from Drummond. This is why people, when he was struggling, wanted to trade him. Oh, wait, that doesn't make any sense. I don't know why you guys wanted to trade him. I was trying to defend you. I don't know why I was going with that. But yeah. We didn't have our best player. Now, Portland is missing two of their secondary players. I understand. But they did a really good job holding Damian Lillard. He had like 23, 26 points, somewhere around there. You did your job. I mean, he's a guy who can go and drop 40 any given night. They did a really good job defensively. Offense definitely needed some work. But at the same time, they got the W. Which, at this point in the season, W's is the only thing I'm concerned about. We got about 6 games left on the schedule. I believe 3 home, 3 away. We got some tough ones. We got to go into Indiana and in OKC. These games are not going to be easy. Even, I have to look at the remaining scores. I know we play Indy twice, and I know we play OKC. I'm not sure who the other players or teams are. But at this point, it doesn't matter because even the New York Knicks and even the Phoenix Suns are playing really tough for some reason. Even Devin Booker's dropping like 3 50-point games back to back to back. So I don't care who the opponent is. You cannot take them lightly. I don't care if they're the Warriors, even though we played them twice. I'm just using those as an example. I don't care if they're Phoenix. This team has not earned anything yet. And as much as I defended them, you can't right now. I understand that 6th to the 10th seed is all separated by a few games, so you cannot take any games lightly. But the Pistons looked determined. Even though they were struggling, they looked determined, which the couple games that we've lost looked tired and uninterested. So you give Casey credit where you give him. They did a good job as a team. I am ready for the postseason to start. I cannot wait. I will be at Little Caesars Arena for either Game 3 or Game 4. Just get the best seats I can. So I don't know if that's going to be Game 3 or Game 4. Matchup-wise, it's still looking like we're going to have to play Philly. And that breaks my heart because the last 3 weeks I've been saying I do not want to play Philly in the playoffs. Just because they are full of Detroit Pistons killers. Tobias Harris is going to get his revenge on the Pistons for trading him. Jimmy Butler always seems to go off against the Pistons. J.J. Redick always has 30-point games against the Pistons. And we all know about Joel Embiid and Andre Drummond. So that is going to be the toughest matchup for the Pistons. And I'm not really concerned about Ben Simmons. I think actually he's an overrated player. That's for another time. But at the end of the day, he is still a 6'10" point guard. So that causes matchup problems. I do not want to play Philly, but I'll say this again. I've said it once. I will say it 1,000 times until we lose. We are not going to get swept by any team in the playoffs. It's a good thing we don't play in the West because that might be a different answer. But no matter who we play, it should go to none less than 6 games. Which, if the Pistons win 2 games in a playoff series, that is a start for something to build off from. A lot of you guys are complaining here and on Twitter. And I know what you guys mean. I know you're not going against this team this way. But you guys are just kind of disappointed that going to the playoffs and losing in the first round. This team has been bad for so long. We made the playoffs once in the last 4 or 5 years. Getting there again should be a celebration. Detroit needs a team in the playoffs now that the Wings and the Tigers are officially booty. Detroit Pistons have a chance to be competitive in the playoffs for a long time. You guys just need to take victories where we can. We got something going on here. For the first time in a long time, there has been hope in this Detroit Pistons team. Because no matter if you said trade Drummond, no matter if you were on trade Drummond, trade Blake, trade Reggie, whatever side of the fence you were on, whether you were mad at the way the Pistons were playing in the beginning, or if you stuck around, we all have one thing in common. We knew how good this team could be. That's why the people who got mad wanted to trade, because they knew this potential. And I'm not trying to start anything right now or make you guys mad again, because I already had my fun doing that. I'm just trying to recapture the love here. We all knew that this team was special and how good they could, because everyone comfortably and respectively thought this team could be a top 4 team in the East. And when healthy, they are. They just had a slump. They had some key injuries. Ish Smith was the key factor for that. He makes the bench a legit bench unit. And we've made some good, smart moves. This team is on the right track for the future and right now. Again, do I think they're going at best any further than the second round? No. If they get to the second round, that would be mazel tov to them. That would be a shocker to the world, especially if we play Philly. But I'm taking the victories where we can. That was a great W against Portland. I hope Blake's okay. I hope this knee's not going to be a continuous factor. But that is going to be a big red flag for the rest of the season. So, that being said, I think I've rambled on long enough. Again, I was just thinking what's coming to my mind. I might do a live stream later. I don't know, depending on how everything is going. But, yeah, it's a great time to be a Pistons fan, man. Little Caesars looked pretty packed for Bad Boys Night. And I know it's going to be just as packed for the 04 championship. So, fun times, man. So, that being said, I'm just going to wrap it up. Real quick, comment if you're going to a playoff game. I know there's a lot of us going. So, if you're going, look for some of these Detroit YouTubers. I know most of us are going to go. So, if you're a fan of whoever, ask them if they're going and be on the lookout for us, man. We're going to be out there between Game 3 and Game 4. Be a cool way to connect with some of y'all. And then also check the description out. I got a playoff hype video link in there. Go ahead and check that out. And Instagram and Twitter links are in the description as well. And that being said, I'll see you pipes. I'll see you peeps later, man.